Hello everyone, Charlie Bush, Sequim City Manager here with a weekly video update. This week we submitted a letter to the Association of Washington Cities, with the Association of Washington Cities to the legislature in support of the Public Works Trust Fund, making sure we continue funding there, as well as restore funding levels in the Public Works Trust Fund. Historically, it's helped us to finance a lot of our projects as a community, and so it's important that we continue to see that fund stay solvent. It's been an issue over time with the legislature as they've looked at funding other items from the trust fund. So the mayor signed that letter, and it's consistent with our legislative agenda. So I let council know that we did that. I also was asked to join the Sequim School District Strategic Planning Committee for their upcoming strategic planning process. Joe Irvin will be my backup. I asked council to make sure it was okay with them as well, so I'm sure they'll let me know if it's not. For me to be spending some time that way, but we work closely with the school district and collaborate with them on a lot of things. Also, Councilor Genevieve Starr was asked to be a part of it, and we've inquired with the rest of the council regarding whether somebody will be her backup. So we'll see if anybody comes forward for that. We also have been doing some work with Sightline Distance at our intersections in town. We've had this item come up a few times now since I've been here. And we've had a volunteer evaluating all of our intersections. We're now in the process of mapping our substandard intersections based on the data received from the volunteer. We're going to determine if the problem is within the right-of-way, the land the city owns at those intersections. Those are a lot easier to resolve. We're going to make intersection improvements within the right-of-way a priority element of every street project, similar to how we work on ADA compliance as we do projects around the community. We're going to prioritize other intersections and make improvements as staff time is available. It's obviously an item that does take time for us to work through. We will target a minimum number of intersections per month. So this is something we're going to make methodical progress on. And we'll also tabulate other, substandard intersections that are outside of the right-of-way, where there are elements outside of the city's land that are impacting the intersection, and work collaboratively between Public Works and Code Enforcement towards resolution of those situations as well. Joe's not here, but I can still drum with my hands. His drum's locked in his office. I'm going to have to ask him to leave that thing out in the future. But with that said, we got a very nice comment from one of the residents who uses the dog park this week, and we always appreciate these. Ty Brown, our operations manager in Public Works, recounted the situation. He said he received a very nice phone call from one of our everyday dog park users. She wanted to let us know that she and her friends use the dog park every day and that they can't thank us enough for what a great job Roger and Gary, two of our Public Works employees who maintain the park, are doing out there. She said that they're always working hard on the park and the dog park portion of it, and that she really appreciates the care and respect and helpfulness that they have for the people and the park, and she asked for that message to be passed along to them. And Ty certainly did that, and I am sharing it with all of you as well. We really love to hear positive things about our employees. We are here to serve the public, to serve you in Sequim, and that is exactly what these employees have been doing out there. So thank you to Gary and Roger for their efforts, and Ty as well for great support of them. And thank you to the resident for a great comment. We also submitted this week for an Association of Washington Cities Municipal Excellence Award for the Police Benevolence Fund. This is an effort we've had underway now for coming up on a year, where we have donations that come in from the public and from churches and other groups, and we've been able to purchase gift cards for certain select focused things and provide them to our police officers, so when they encounter people on the street who have a specific need, for example, their car's broken down here in town and they're simply passing through to somewhere else, they can possibly get it repaired or get what they need if they need gas or food or whatever the case may be. That's really up to the selective discretion of our officers. A good example this winter is a person who was homeless, who didn't have shoes. We have had a snowy winter, and this gentleman has provided shoes through a gift card. And so those are the kinds of things that we're trying to accomplish with this program. It's been really successful to date. There's been a lot of activity. Our police officers, kudos to them, have really embraced it, and we've been able to help some folks. So, yep, we think it's a good thing to apply for an award for. The award category is for cities under 7,500. So, for once, Sequim feels like a heavyweight in that category, and we are excited to apply. We're working on our application right now, and we might apply even for one more award. We'll see. We're still talking about that internally. I also supplied the council a link to the awards program so they could learn more if they were so inclined. Also, in the awards categories, or the awards area, I applied for an ICMA Award this week. That's the International City County Management Association. We applied for in the category of under 10,000 population cities, again, where we feel like we fare pretty well, for an award based on our Rally in the Alley program, our partnership with Sequim Sunrise Rotary, Habitat for Humanity, and many other organizations, where we've been going into neighborhoods and working with volunteers to help neighbors clean up their yards, and in some cases, items from inside their homes, where dumpsters are provided right in their neighborhood, and they're able to easily dispose of items. We did one of those in February. We're going to do another one in June, and we're planning 2 more for the fall, and we had done 2 others previously. And these have been highly successful. So we submitted for an award, and we'll see how we do. The category specifically was for community partnerships, and it's a programmatic award that we submitted for. Also, we received an opportunity to apply for a federal appropriation through Representative Kilmer's office. About 9 days ago, we had a very short turnaround on this. So we scanned our priorities and we scanned the eligibility requirements for what we could submit. And we submitted the Dungeness Off-Channel Reservoir for some funding. We also submitted the Simdars Interchange for some funding. And we submitted a project for building an electric vehicle charging station on the peninsula as well. So those are the items we submitted on a very quick time turnaround. Human services funding. So I let the council know we have a 3-year human services funding cycle here at the City of Sequim, meaning 3 years ago we determined which agencies would receive human services funding. And it's coming up at the end of this year where we need to do that evaluation again. I'm recommending to council we wait 1 more year. And the reason for that is, and do it in 2018, and continue our funding in the interim. The reason with our existing agencies that are getting funded, and the reason for that is we're doing a lot of strategic thinking right now in the area of human services. We're becoming clearer and clearer on how we as a community want to address some challenges we have with things like homelessness, mental health, services, drug addiction, etc. And so as we get clearer on those things, we can be more targeted potentially in how we provide human services funding. And so that's why I'm recommending to council that we maintain status quo for a year and then start that 3-year funding cycle during the 2018, actually budget discussions in 2018 that will apply to the 2019 budget. So that was a recommendation to council. And lastly, I'm going to try to take some time off on Monday. We'll see how that works out. I'm either going to do that or work from home. So that is what I let council know as well. And that is my weekly update for the week of March 17th. 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a great one.